Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Henry County High School. I'm Shannon Sagasser here with you tonight for tonight's football action against our Henry County Wildcats. Are hosting the Wolverines of Western Hills. Hills comes in with a record of 2-0. They were actually supposed to play a third game, but COVID-19 from the other team disallowed them to play, so they've just played two games on this season. They have 39-0 win over Pierce in their first game, and a big in-county rivalry with Frankfort High. They got the best of Frankfort 28-26 in their last ball game. The Wolverines are led by Dylan Engler. He's number 7 on his jersey. The Wolverines are definitely not a passing team, as Dylan has passed 1 for 13 for 15 yards, and his backup is Jason Rogers, number 4 on his jersey. He's 0 for 4. So 7 yards a game in passing for the Wolverines, so they're not really a big passing team. But they are a rushing team, and they're led by number 18 on his jersey, and that's Jeffrey Parker. Jeffrey has 9 rushing attempts for 144 yards and 1 touchdown. He nets 72 yards a game. And number 4 backup quarterback Jason Rogers has 11 rushing attempts for 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. We also have Gillied Galloway. He's number 6 on his jersey. He's 11 rushes for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. The defense for the Wolverines is led by Jeffrey Parker, number 18 on his jersey. He has 4 solo tackles, 15 assisted tackles for a total of 29 tackles, and 2 tackles for losses. Also, the big man, number 44, Jacob Fields. He has 20 solos, 5 assisted tackles, and 25 total tackles, 2 for a loss, and 1 sack. The Wolverines have definitely racked up some interceptions this year, and they have 8 total for their team. Jason Rogers has 3, and he has a pick 6. And Dylan McGahee, number 21 on his jersey, has 2 interceptions for him. For your Wildcats in this District 4 matchup tonight, of course, they're led by Sam Royalty at QB. Sam is 34 for 64 for 3. He has 3 interceptions, 375 yards, 4 TDs. He averages 93.8 yards per game passing. Anthony Bates, of course, that's Tank. Tank has 61 rushing attempts, 360 yards, 6 TDs, and 90 yards net per game. Tank averages 5.9 yards per carry. A lot of those are after he's been hit. Receiving-wise, we still look for Blake Cole to have a big night. He has 4 receptions this year for 214, 1 TD, and he averages 53.5 yards per game, 15.2 yards per catch. And it looks like we're getting ready to tee it up here. It looks like the Wolverines are back to accept the kickoff, and I'm flying solo tonight, so just be patient with me as I work my way through the game. And of course, Michael Soto is teeing it up for the Wildcats, and we got a couple of Wolverines back deep. And it's a little squig kick, and one of the Wolverines is going to fall on that. It looks like Hunter Carpenter Jr. for the Wolverines is where they'll take over.
1-2.
So the Wolverines come in with that 2-0 record. Of course, this is an important game for us. We played a couple of big district games. So we played the number 1 or 2 team in the state a few weeks ago, DeSales, and that didn't go our way. And we played Cal last week at their place, and they were the number 4 team in the state. That didn't go our way. So Coach Wright and the boys are looking to get things going tonight.
Ready, one.
And it looks like in the shotgun is Engler, and he's going to pass him. We got some motion up front already. Looks like we got an offsides actually on Wildcats.
Offside.
A little bit of excitement. It's good to see. Of course, I didn't get to go to the game last week. It's good to see Jackson Scriber back there on our defensive front. Jackson was out in an injury, so kind of expecting a big game from him today. So Engler is in the shotgun with Rogers behind him. He's looking to pass, and he does, and that is complete for about a 15-yard gain for the Wolverines there. That was number 38, Perrin Witt. He's a senior for the Wolverines, and looks like we now have 2 completions for the Wolverines for the year. I would say Coach Wright, we were preparing to see them run the ball, but as you know, coaches like to mix it up, and we're going to see what the Wolverines have to offer. So Engler is in the shotgun. To his left is Jacob Fields in motion, and he hands it off to the motion man around the left side, and he's gang tackled by a few Wildcats. Looks like he's going to pick up about 3 on that, but he's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines. Beautiful night here tonight in Henry County. It's a beautiful day to get outside. I hope you did so. Looks like we might be having some residual effects of the hurricane coming in. I'm excited to get some rain, but I hope the people are safe down south in Texas. So it looks like Engler is in the shotgun again. We got another man in motion, and he hands it off to the up man Fields, and he's going to get a really small gain. Again, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And we're going to call that 4. 3rd and 4. Shout out to my 2 cohorts, Enoch Welch and Barney Sutton. It's fall break this week, and Enoch was out with his son Gray. They were having a good time up in Cincinnati, and of course, Barney's on dad duty tonight. Of course, he's proud of his kids, as he should be, and he's watching Lance play soccer. The Wildcats are in Louisville tonight, taking on a school there in soccer. So Engler's in the shotgun, and we get an immediate handoff. That was a very nifty play, and that's number 6 for them, Galloway, and he's going to drag a bunch of Wildcats down for a huge gain and a 1st down for Western Hills. Yeah, that was just that was a bang play there, folks. Immediate snap, immediate handoff, and kind of caught us by surprise.
No, they spotted poorly for us. One last night. It was awful. Yeah, you get yards short every time.
Engler's looking to get the play in. Looks like we've got a new guy beside him. That's number 38, Perrin Witt. Witt moved out, and we still have Fields behind Engler. He's waiting for the snap here. And I got to think that's some false start action there. Out on we had trips to the right. One of those guys, looked like number 18 for the Wolverines. Maybe Jeffrey Parker got a little bit happy there. So 5 yards moving them back. Just got an updated report. Unfortunately, the Cats lost in 0-1 tonight, so lots of upside for the Cats in soccer, but it's good to see. Sounds like a competitive game, and it's almost district time, so hopefully we're ready. Engler hands off to the man coming through. That's number 18. He takes the handoff. That is Jeffrey Parker, senior for them. Nice gain. Looks like he got back that 5 yards and maybe 1 or 2 more.
By Kevin Wicks and Sebastian Lamont.
First quarter here on this beautiful night here in the HC. Big shout out to JTB. Here's some echoing out there. And of course, Cam the intern for making all this happen. Engler is in the shotgun once again. A couple guys to his right, and he hands it off to another sweep there, and the Wildcats are not having that. Oh, he gets away and maybe gets an extra yard there, and that was Galloway again for them, and they're really loving that play around the end. Basically, the quarterback may be able to keep that or hand that off, so it's kind of one of those deception plays a little bit for Western Hills, and luckily for the Wildcats,
and that'll bring up
we were ready for it. So 3rd down, 7 to go here in the first quarter. First drive for the Wolverines. Engler's waiting for the play call. He checks his armband, and Fields is to his left, and he's going to keep it himself. And there's some room, but he's going to be stood up by number 21 for the Wildcats, and that is Blake Nation. So good job, Blake. That brings up 4th down. And I don't see a kicker coming on the field. Of course, that would be a pretty decent field goal, somewhere in the 38-yard range. So looks like that's kind of no man's land. That's not a punt position. So the Wolverines are going to go for it on 4th, and we're going to call it 5. Man in motion, Galloway, and he's going to be dropped by Jackson Scriber, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Big move, big play, big stop for the Wildcats. 6:48 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back to you in just a second.
Two, ready, 1.
Safety. 18-year-old.
All right, Royalty is in the shotgun, and he's really good at getting people to jump. I tell you what, that's a free 5 yards, and we love it, and we'll take it. So Coach Wright calls in a new set of plays here, and really excited to see what Sam and the gang can do tonight. Hopefully put up some points and get a big W tonight. So Sam is in the shotgun. To his left is Hardy, and to his right is Tank. And he hands it off to Tank, and he comes plowing through the line for a big gain for the Wildcats. Looks like it's going to be close to 1st down, but maybe just a little bit short. So good, nice pickup there of about 4 yards for Anthony Tank Bates. Looking forward to seeing all these kids starting on Monday that are coming back to school. I know our teachers most certainly are, so we start that A-B schedule this coming Monday. And students, if anybody's listening, we love you and we're ready to see you. So Sam takes the snap, and he fumbles it a little bit and picks it back up, and he's going to be sacked by a whole bunch of Wolverines. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Wildcats. It almost looked like Sam wasn't ready for the snap, and the snap is a little bit low, and he just couldn't get things contained back and make a play there. So 3rd, and we're going to call it 6 for the Wildcats from their own 23-yard line. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Sam's in the shotgun. Hardy's to his right. Sam's looking to pass, and he's got a wide open Kevin Wicks, and it hits his hands, and he drops it. I think Kevin was probably like me. He was like, there's a lot of open field there, and maybe I'll just keep running. And unfortunately, that was a great pass, but maybe just a tick behind him. But I think if you ask him about it, he would say I should have caught that. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and we're going to punt.
Back for the Wolverines,
back
number
to punt
20,
is Michael Soto. And back for the Wolverines.
And on punt, number 9, Michael Soto.
I see a 2 on his jersey, but I can't see the other number, so we'll just call him Mr. Wolverine.
He already had got beat, but he gets no fun.
Michael gets the snap, and there's a nice kick high in the air, and that's going to roll out of bounds at the Wildcat 49-yard line, where the Wolverines will take over.
If you want to pull it into Excel, once I sent you and mess with it, you know.
I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Definitely exciting to be able to bring to you this broadcast. Flying solo once again tonight here in the booth, and do my best to call the action.
So far, though, the only one we've had
So
problems
each
with
team
is Jacob Fields.
with
He
one
overflowed
possession,
a couple
Wolverines
times.
had a nice drive, stifled by a big tackle by Jackson Scriber. So we'll see what the Wolverines have to offer. So Engler is in the shotgun. And
Nope, Mitchie's in.
man in motion around the right side. That's number 2 for the Wolverines. That is Britt. And he's got a big gain, almost for a first down. I don't know if that'll be a first, but they are waving their hand, so they might have enough. And I don't know, maybe a measure. That's pretty close. Folks, if you look at their stat sheet for the Wolverines, you see an enormous amount of individuals that have had a carry. So the Wolverines like to mix it up. They're just not handing it off to one or two. They like to run a lot of sweeps and a lot of motion plays for their offense, and lots of deception is built in for them. So we'll just see what they have to offer.
We'll stay on 2.
So here we go again, Engler. Another man in motion, and he hands it up to the up man, and that should be a nice little gain there. Pickup of about 3 there for the Wolverines.
Ready, you?
Looks like maybe Gabe Goodpaster on the carry, I believe.
Number 50, the ball carrier.
Yeah. PA man
Tackled
over there,
by
Mr. Fennell agrees with me.
We've had 7 ball carriers.
Number 50 there. It's unusual to see a man with a 50 on his jersey carrying a ball, but that's why I was
Hurting for field goals.
double blinking there myself. So Goodpaster is in the backfield again to Engler's left. We have a man in motion, and that's who's going to pick it up. He's going to fight his way through for another nice gain, and that's Jeffrey Parker, the senior for the Wolverines, on the carry. He's going to pick up a few more, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 3:36 to go here in the first quarter.
That was good. It was completed. That's awesome.
This game's being brought to you by JTB. We don't have any sponsors. Maybe we'll get some sponsors soon, but right now we got the man, myth, legend over here to my left. Man coming in on his fall break. Really appreciate it. There's a snap, and we got another man around the left side, and he's going to be tackled. And that's number 5. Looks like Gage Hill, senior for the Wolverines there. Looks like Wicks was in on the tackle. Got a clock stoppage. And I don't think the stripes can determine whether or not that's a first down or not. It's really close. As they say, football is a game of inches, and this is definitely a situation where inches come into play. So we'll wait for the chain gang to bring things over. It's great to see our cheerleaders out tonight. They have some pretty pink shirts on tonight, and it says "Tackle Cancer," and appreciate them. As always, it's so many of people in this world have been affected by that disastrous disease, and it's great to see our young ladies out there showing their support for, I'm sure, some of their family members. And we've got looks like he made a motion of only like I said, inches. So we're going to bring up 4th and inches here for the Wolverines, and we'll see what they can do. Maybe big Nick Peed may be able to break his way through here, and Jackson Scriber. I'm not so sure they won't try to run the other side as they tried that side the first time. So Engler is getting the call, and number 44 is going to be to his left. That's Jacob Fields. Now he's going to, just as I say left, he's going to move to the right. It's almost as if he could hear me. So another little bit of suspense here.
And now bring up 4th down.
So we'll see what the Wolverines have to offer. I'd just be watching for some sort of longer play here. So Engler's in the shotgun, Fields to his right, man in motion, and he comes across. It wasn't a very good snap, but there was a hole big enough for a Mack truck, and that's going to be a first down. if there had been anybody there in that hole, there would have been no way that Engler would have got a first down because he fumbled the ball, he pauses, and then hits the hole. So unfortunate for us, but we'll see what we can do to keep them out of the end zone. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 15 of the Wildcats. Engler is in the shotgun. And another man in motion, that's Galloway, and he takes the handoff. He's going to get a small gain. Going to bring up 2nd down, and we'll call that 8 from the 13-yard line of the Wildcats. 1:58 to go in the first quarter. Zip is the score. Engler's in the shotgun. Fields to his right. Got a little single coverage here on the left. Man in motion, that's Galloway, and he hands it off to Galloway around the right side, and Galloway's got a little bit of room, but he's going to be dragged down. Looks like number 24 there for the Wildcats. May have tripped him up, and of course that's Blake Cole. And Mr. Fennell gave a little credit to Kyle Gillingham, so it's like Kyle was in on the tackle too. Going to bring up 3rd and 3 from the Wildcat 9. When you get that field shortened a little bit, it seems to be a little bit more complex. So let's see if we can kind of close that in on them. And there's another handoff to Galloway, and he tries to fight up the middle. And there's a ball's on the ground, and I believe we might have it. And waiting for a call. Waiting. And I'm assuming that the Wolverines must have fallen back on. I could just see the play unwrapping. I wish we had some replay for you folks, but Galloway went through that hole, and he just kind of had that ball just sticking out on his side like he'd carry a sack of feed or something, and it was smacked out of his hand. So looks like we're going to have a timeout, and that's timeout Wildcats, and that's time for us to take a time. All right, folks, we're back, and that was a recovery by the Wolverines, and actually Galloway got through the line enough, and not so sure he didn't recover his own fumble there, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wolverines from the Wildcat 7. We have 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter, so like I was just talking about, when you get down in that what we consider the red zone, it seems like that field shrinks, so hopefully the Wildcats can shrink it up for the Wolverines and deny them. Engler in the shotgun and in motion again, and another bad snap, and he makes his way through the line, but he's going to be stood up. It looks like Schreiber and Lamones were in on the tackle there.
Engler carrier brought down by.
And if we were just one half step, that would have been a big play, but he was able to fumbles the ball again. I mean, we literally rolled the ball back to him from the center, and he was able to gather it and make a nice gain where it's going to be 2nd down and a goal from the 3 for the Wolverines. So Engler in the shotgun once again, and Fields to his left, trips left, one man to the right. That's the end of the first quarter. So he didn't get it off until then. So at the end of the first quarter, With the Wolverines driving, the score is 0-0. We'll be right back in just a second. All right, we're back, and Wolverines are driving. It is 2nd down and 3, and Engler's back to pass, and he's being chased around to the right side, and he's going to be tackled for a loss by the Wildcats. It's really shocking. You know, the Wolverines are driving. Their bread and butter tonight is definitely the run, and Engler scrambling to his left, and it was almost as if the Wildcats were in the backfield there.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
So we're gonna have 3rd down and a long way to go. It looks like 3rd and I know it's not 3rd and 1 as the board says, and I'm going to say 3rd and 4. So here we go. Engler gets the snap and he hands the ball off, and number 2 there on the take. And looks like he got in for the touchdown. That was number 2 for them. That was Demetrius Britt in for the touchdown. Didn't see a signal. Kept waiting, looking. I think they forgot to put up their hands, so getting a little difficulty seeing them at old age, but I didn't see a signal. So looks like they're gonna run a play for the extra point. They're gonna try to kick the point after attempt. And here's the snap, there's the kick, and it's good. So with 10:57 to go in the 2nd quarter, Wolverines strike first, 7-0 Wolverines. We'll be right back to you on the Wildcat Sports and Entertainment Network. All right, we're back with you on the Wildcat Sports and Entertainment Network. I'm Shannon Sagasser. Of course, along with me is Cam the intern and my main man, JTB. And we're happy to bring you Wildcat action. Wildcats are down 7-0 as the Wolverines have struck first, and they're getting ready to kick off. Looks like Cole. Oh, we're not even. Wow, that was a shocker. Almost an attempted onside kick there to the Wildcats. I'm glad that we were prepared for that. And Kyle Gillingham there on the hands team. I didn't expect that. They fooled me. So what I love about that is we're right about the H, which means we are just short of midfield. So we'll take over 1st and 10 at our own 47-yard line with 10:56 to go in the second. So Sam is in the shotgun. Beside him is Tank Bates and motions Kevin. And we're going to have a quarterback keep by Sam. And he's going to make up a nice gain there on 1st down. Of course, we want to talk about leading rushers. Our number one leading rusher is, of course, Tank. And, Sam's not too far behind. He has 126-plus yards now, so we'll take that. So Sam is in the shotgun one more time. Tank to his right, and Tank's going to take it, and he's going to get a 1st down and more way up into Wolverine territory where it's going to be 1st down and 10. At the Wolverine 35. Move the chains. I just hope we can get a little bit of what I like to call mo. We need a little bit of momentum, so maybe that'll bring us some. Sam in the shotgun again. Tank to one side, looks like Hardy to the other, and Tank takes it. Nice little pickup. And let me tell you something. You want to see some action there. Our main men there in the middle on the offensive line. That's where the game's won, folks. Those guys in the trenches. Jackson Scriber, of course, leading the way there. And just love to see. I mean, he was pancaking some guy. I mean, that was a beautiful sight. Way to go, Jackson. So here we go, Sam in the shotgun, and he's going to hand it off to Hardy, and Hardy's going to get a little bit of a gain there because we just had 2nd down and about 4, and I think he might have only got a yard, so going to bring up about 3rd and what I'm going to call a long 3. 9:05 to go in the first half. Wildcats trail 7-0. And kind of in no man's land, so I would venture to say that we will probably be in 4-down territory. So Sam is in the shotgun, and he's going to take it, and he's going to run it down for a 1st down Wildcats.
Beyond the keeper. Tackle down at the 44 field. About 9 yards to bring it be another Henry County 1st down.
Just been notified we might have a little bit of volume trouble. Maybe I'll, if Barney, you'll let me know if you can hear me now, I'd appreciate it. So I'm not sure what's going on. So we're going to have 1st down and 10 from the 20 yards of the yard line of the Wolverines. And we got a timeout on the field. Not sure what for, but we got it rolling again. And there's a handoff, and we're going to be hitting the backfield. Blake Nation there, going to be brought down really quick there by a couple of Wolverines. Excuse me, Blake Cole. My apologies, Blake. And Blake. Loss of about 2 yards, where it's going to bring up 2nd and 12 from about the 22-yard line of the Wolverines. Sam's in the shotgun. Tank to his right. And that's who takes it. Left side, big hole, big run. Tank going in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Wildcats. Tank Bates.
20 yards by number 7.
22-yard gain there for Tank. That was an impressive. Let me tell you, folks, Tank does a lot of great things, and he's definitely got the mo. But that left side of the offensive line, led by Jackson Scriber, wow, just what you want to see. And not good, and fumble there on the attempted PAT, and Michael doesn't even have a chance to kick it, and that's going to be 7-6. Wolverines lead, 7:45 to go in the half. We'll be right back to you. All right, Wildcat Soto's getting ready to kick it off. Looks like Britt is back. And we had a Wolverine touch it, fumble it, touch it, fumble it. Another Wolverine picks it up, and he's making his way. Looks like we got a flag thrown in, so that's probably going to be moved back just a little bit. But that was Youngblood, Jaden Youngblood, sophomore, that ended up picking that up. And the Wolverines are going to take over. Looks like I didn't see the call, but a hold or a block in the back, I'm assuming, on the Wolverines. Well, they'll take over. 7:34 to go. In the half, Wildcats trail 7-6. Pretty decent crowd for fall break. I'm pretty sure Franklin County is on their fall break as well as we are. Of course, once again, looking forward to Monday, as I know all teaching staff, and of course we have an incredible teaching staff at Henry County High School, and I know we're all excited to see our students back. Looks like good pastor number 50 is back, standing there with Engler. We had a man kind of running on late. That's number 5 for the Wolverines, Gage Hill, and now they got everything set. Hill's in motion, and he's the man that gets the ball, and he's running around right into the teeth of the Wildcats, where he gets pounded down for a little to no gain. It's kind of crazy seeing a guy come into the game. He's the man that the ball's going to be handed to, and it's almost like a plan of deception. Well, that guy shouldn't. No way he could get the ball, and they hand it off to him. But honestly, he just turned it right up into our defensive line, so it's going to bring up second down, and we'll still call it 10 for the Wolverines from their own 20. Engler takes the snap. He's looking to pass, and he's looking downfield. He's got a man wide open, and he just overthrows him just a bit for an incomplete pass. Of course, that's Galloway. We've called his name many times. Sophomore for the Wolverines. Lots of Wolverine connection here tonight. Of course, Coach Welch, he used to be part of the Wolverine staff, taught at Bondert Middle School and Western Hills, coached some softball and football and basketball, of course, and I have a connection there. I did my student teaching about 24 years ago for the Wolverines, so there's a special place in my heart. And got a quarterback keeper there for the Wolverines. And, of course, who's on the tackle there? It looks like Kevin Wicks
14, Kevin Wicks.
comes up with a big tackle. But, yeah, like I was saying, special place in my heart for the Wolverines, going to college there in Frankfurt and being able to be a part of brief time, but still holds a special place in my heart, and will forever be thankful for being able to have that opportunity. So, going to bring up 4th down for the Wolverines, and they'll have to punt. Cole back, waiting on the kick. Not a good one at all. I mean, barely passed. Going to roll dead at 39-yard line of the Wolverines, where the Wildcats would take over. Yeah, I was looking at Blake there on the call, and kind of lost the ball there in the lights, but that's maybe a 20-yard punt. Definitely our advantage. So they moved the ball just a little bit, so now we're going to take over at the 40 of the Wolverines. 5:55 to go here in the first half, that is. See if we can drive it down. Sam takes the snap, throws it out. Pass is in and out of the hands of Nolan Mays. Nolan got stood up there by the Wolverines defense. Sam hit his target. Man was right on Nolan almost simultaneously, and Nolan just couldn't hang on. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the Wolverine 40-yard line. Sam's in the shotgun. Man to his left and right. And Tank takes the handoff right up through the line, and man tackles him down by his helmet. That's Galloway, kind of throws him down with a couple other Wolverines. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long. Going to call that 8, and got a man down for the Wolverines. Can't see who that is, but hope that young man is okay. Training staff coming out. Well, but with that, we're going to take a break. So we're back. Big play here. 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Royalty takes a snap. He's looking to throw it, and he does, and it's right through the hands of Blake Cole. I'm not sure what's going on down there, but neither team has had a whole lot of luck throwing the ball. We had a pretty decent gain the first play from scrimmage there for the Wolverines in the first quarter, but haven't seen much happening since then. Ball's a little bit off target, but it wasn't what I would consider too off target. So Blake should have probably brought that in, and he'd probably tell you that too. So once again, we're in no man's land, being at the 38-yard line of the Wolverines, and Sam's in the shotgun, going for it on 4th down, and we got a free 5. I don't know if Sam is listening to tape of somebody like Aaron Rodgers or something on the side, but he just seems to have a knack for, drawing teams off sides. It seems 2, 3, 4 times a game he's able to do that. So that's definitely a bonus, because that's going to bring us down even further. So 4th, and we'll kind of call it a long 3 for the Wildcats. So here we go. Sam in the shotgun. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Tank run this. And he does. Around the left side. Cutting up the field and goes forward, and it's going to be close. I think we got it. Yep. First down, Wildcats. It's like Galloway chased him out of bounds.
And that 6 yards is good for another Henry County.
Yeah, I'm watching it here on our delayed tape, and just kind of got thrown forward by Galloway. Looks like Galloway was getting up a little bit slow there. Hope he's okay. By the way, that young man looked to be Logan Jackson that was hurt. He got up and walked off the field for the Wolverines, which is good to see. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 5:15 to go in the half, and got some more movement up front, which looks like it's on us this time. A little feed happy, and Coach Mings is not happy about it on the sideline. But doesn't like giving it, love accepting the free yards, don't like giving it away. So see if we can get that back, and looks like we're having a lot of luck running the ball left. So maybe we'll utilize that a little bit. So Hardy and Bates along with Rhodes, he takes a snap, and Hardy takes the handoff, and he's got a little bit of room, and he's tugged and grabbed down there by Fields. And I don't know if the ball's on the ground. Got a lot of skirmishing down there.
The ball carrier.
No, we got it. So Fields, the man in the backfield, is playing defense. I believe I talked about him in pregame. Good-looking kid. So we're going to bring up 2nd and, I was going to say 15. Sam's in the shotgun, and Tank takes it up the right side, right through the hole. He's running, stumbling, and going, and gets down to about the 20-yard line. Nice gainer there on 2nd down for about 10 yards. We're just going to bring up 3rd and a little bit more manageable than 2nd and 15. So I'm not going to be surprised to see them feed the man. So here we go. Sam's in the shotgun, and Tank is to his left. And Tank takes the handoff around the right side, cuts it back up, makes a nice cut. And he's going to be dragged down, and for another first down, Wildcats. It was really cool to see. I'm being able to see it on replay because you guys are actually on tape delay for me. And, Tank just makes this really nice move just about 2 yards off the line of scrimmage and gets right by his man. So that's great to see. So we got a first down, Wildcats. And we're in about the 10-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. 3:40 to go in the half. Man in motion. Wicks is in motion, and I think we've got another motion on us. Yep. False start on us. Couldn't really tell who it was on, but just another free 5. I mean, I'm bragging on us about being able to call them, get them off sides, but we have to stay disciplined. So very important to not get ourselves in that situation, because just as the field shrinks in the red zone for the Wolverines, it does the same for us. So let's get that back on 1st and 15. And that's 1st and goal from the 15. Sam takes the handoff and gives it to Tank, and he drags away from a couple of 2, 3, 4. He's fighting, folks, fighting. Is he going to be denied? No, sir. Holy smokes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Tank Bates. And you got a man down for the Wolverines. Hate to see that. Looks like he's getting up. Holy smokes, folks. Tank was not going to be denied. You want to talk about one of the best 15-yard runs I've seen in a long time. And, I mean, he just, wow, I'm impressed. So, touchdown, Wildcats. Looks like the offense is coming back on the field here, as it's actually 12-7 Wildcats, and we're going to try to get a 2-point conversion. And Tank's got his hands on his hips. I don't blame him. Not so sure he's not going to get the ball. Man in motion, that's Hardy, and Royalty takes it around the right side, and he rocks his way into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Wildcats 14, Wolverines 7, 3:03 to go in the half. We'll be right back to you. You're listening to the Wildcat Sports and Entertainment Network.
Kick the Wildcats, number 9.
All right, we're back with you folks, and just want to shout out to Reppin' with Robbins. Mr. Robbins, as the cheerleaders just did, 14 push-ups. So I guess I could yell at they got 6 more. Soto kicks it deep, gets over the head and into the end zone for a touchback. Boom, and Michael is jacked up, and I don't blame him. That was a fantastic kick. But I want to give a shout-out to the cheerleaders and Coach Scroggins, and hope she's doing well. Little one on the way pretty soon. I know her and her husband are excited. Of course, Tyler, former Wildcat football player and current trainer. Proud of both of those young people. They're going to make fantastic parents, but proud of what our Wildcat cheerleaders do, and especially those nice push-ups. Doing better than I could do, that's for sure. 3:03 to go in the second quarter. Wolverines looking to drive down, maybe on their own. Wildcats up 14-7. So here we go with Engler in the shotgun. Man in motion, and the ball's on the ground again, and don't know who got it. Looks like Fields recovered it. And that was almost like Melissa Shear bowling. It was completely on the ground, almost a strike right through Engler's legs there. But luckily for the Wolverines, they were able to recover. So they're going to lose. We're going to call that about 6 yards. So they're going to bring up 2nd and 16 for the Wolverines. Clock's counting down to about 2:25 to go in the quarter. That's the second quarter. Engler is in the shotgun, and he's looking to pass. He's looking right, and he's got a man wide open for the catch. And that's a first down there for the Wolverines. It's a really nice play. That was to number 2 there, Demetrius Britt Jr. for the Wildcats. A little showboat there at the end. Glad that didn't cause any disruption between the players, but that's there, folks. I mean, that's been there 2 or 3 times, and they were able to take advantage. And I'm not so sure that for Engler, that's not maybe his 3rd completion for the entire year. So here we go, Engler in the shotgun, man in motion, and that's Britt again. He takes it around the left side, and he's being drugged forward and then knocked back for a gain of about 4 to 5 there. A whole host of Wildcats there in on the tackle there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
So here we go. Clock's ticking. 2nd down from the 50-yard line. We're going to call that only about a 4-yard gain. Man in motion again. Britt gives the handoff to that man in motion. He takes it around the left side, and he's going to be smacked for a loss there by Kevin Witt. Looks like that was Youngblood there on the carry. I tell you what, Kevin Wicks,
That'll bring up third
we were
down.
talking about that last time we did the broadcast with Coach Welch. You know, that kid will run through a wall, and if Youngblood was the wall, he definitely ran through him. So great tackle by Kevin. 3rd and long. And we got a timeout for the Wolverines. They got a timeout. We got a timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back. It is 3rd and long for the Wolverines. 1:02 to go in the half. Engler takes the snap. He's rolling out right, and he's looking long for Britt, and the pass is knocked down, and we got a flag, and I'm a little colorblind, but that doesn't look like a normal flag. And we're calling a personal foul. Roughing the passer on the defense.
Roughing the passer.
And I was looking at the ball in the air, so I don't know exactly what happened there. But that's going to be huge for the Wolverines, as they're going to get a free 15.
So that'll be 1st and 10 Wolverines.
And I don't know if you know exactly what happened there, but it looks like maybe a little bit too much aggression. But sometimes we protect the quarterbacks a lot. So 1st down for the Wolverines, and Engler takes the snap, and he's looking to pass, and he's got a man cut across the middle, and he throws it behind him. And that was Dylan McGah, because that's actually my grandmother's maiden name, and we say it McGah. So I'm going to call him McGah because that's how my family says it. So 2nd down and 10 for the Wolverines from about the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. 51 seconds to go once again. Engler in the shotgun. Man in motion, and he hands it off to Britt. And Britt breaks his way through, but he's going to be tackled and stood up by number 24 for the Wildcats. That's Blake Colt.
24, Blake Colt.
Nice tackle, Blake. Textbook. Lowered his shoulder, drove right through the man, and got him on the ground. And the clock is a ticking. 3rd down and long. We'll call it 8 for the Wolverines. So we don't need any more penalties. And they've been looking to throw. So we'll see what Engler and the Hills has in store. And they have a man wide open, and he's going to be tackled short inside the 10-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout. And that was number 21. Once again, Dylan McGah. We have 9 seconds to go. We'll just keep it right here. Wolverines driving. Wildcats get a penalty on them. I tell you what, folks, you can see it just completely unravel there. I mean, he's completely wide open there for a nice gainer in the middle. But what I want to do real quick is send a big shout-out to the man with the cape down here. And I don't know I don't think JTB, you know him, but he's down here in the front row for the Wildcats, and we got a camera on him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Jeff Stein. And he's one of my favorite people in the world. Teacher here, unfortunate with a stroke over a year ago, but if he's got anything, he's got spirit and passion, and love that guy. Just wanted to send a shout out to him. Just always wish him and his wife and daughter the best. So here we go, folks. Looking to pass again is Engler. Looking over their head. Incomplete. 3 seconds to go. Yeah, Jeff Stein, science teacher here, had an unfortunate stroke, young man, and he's got will, and where there's a will, there's a way. And I know he's getting better and doing good things, and look forward to see him back teaching one day. But you want to talk about number one fan. He wasn't just a fan now. I mean, he's been Mr. Wildcat for a long time, but great to see him out and his wife and his daughter. So shout out to Jeff Stein. 3 seconds to go in the half. Engler in the shotgun, rolling to his left, tossing up the ball into the end zone, and incomplete. Incomplete. That is what I'm talking about. So, moving into halftime, folks. Wildcats 14, Wolverines 7. We'll be back to you in just a little bit. All right, folks, we're back. We got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go for our halftime break, and Wildcats are up 14-7, and they'll receive the kickoff when we get started back. And just want to send a shout out to the cheerleaders again. As I was reminded, I'd already actually not thought about it being October, but it is Cancer Month in October, and thanks Coach Welch for reminding me of that, and love to see the cheerleaders supporting that effort for our friends and family. So shout out to Coach Scroggins and her Wildcat cheerleaders. So second half keys, I think the Wildcats have to do two things: run the ball well, which I think we can do, and honestly, surprisingly, I'm going to say on defense, stop the pass. Engler's had plenty of opportunity when he's gotten a snap that's not been rolling at his feet like a bowling ball. He's got plenty of opportunity, guys kind of run down the seam and stuff, and I hope that we've made some adjustment, and I'm sure Coach Wright has done so, but it's almost as if we need to make sure we're preventing that from happening, because their guys have definitely been in the clear, and Engler's had some wide open guys, but he's also missed them, and they definitely missed a huge opportunity there to finish out the first half, and nice broken up play there in the end zone. We thought they caught the ball, but they didn't, so that ended up denying that touchdown. So we'll see what the Wildcats can do here in the second half as they are getting set to receive. Sam's over on the sideline just taking a few snaps and getting loosened back up. But I tell you, folks, if you're at home right now and you want to just walk outside and enjoy the beauty of this world, this is one of the nights to do it. I'm a big fan of summer personally, but there's something about that fall night with that fire pit and that just being outside, and JTB and I've been talking a lot about music during halftime. Just go outside right now. Well, of course, wait till the broadcast is over, but just enjoy this weather. It is so nice. So blessed to be up here at the school. Got a couple shots there of the rock band too, and appreciate their being here, and shout out to Mr. Anderson and his wife. They've had some medical things going on, and just send out our thoughts and prayers to them. There's another squig kick by the Wolverines, and once again benefiting us. Of course, Gillingham is there again, and we've got great position at the 40-yard line. But once again, shout out to Mr. Anderson, who's usually here leading the band, and he can't be here tonight for medical reasons, but just send him our best. So the Wildcats going to take over. That was enough to run 1 second off the clock here in the third quarter. So we'll see what Royalty and team can do. As Sam is in the shotgun, Tank to his right and Hardy to his left. We almost had a man jump off sides. He kind of got back and takes the snap and hands it off to Tank. And Tank's going to run, and he's going to drag and going to be dragged backwards by number 44 there for the Wolverines. Of course, that is Jacob Fields, and he's going to pick up. We're going to call that 4 yards, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. So we'll see if we can get things rolling here in the second half. We need that mo. We need to see the mo. We need to get down the field here. We need a long. What I would love to see is, Tank get some momentum, maybe Hardy get a few carries here, and just get some clock run off, and then end a nice little drive here with a touchdown. So we'll see what Coach Wright has mapped out for the Wildcats. Hardy in motion, handing it off to Tank. Tank busted out to the left side, and he gets out of a tackle, but he can't get out of 4 right there, and he's able to do so. And they were definitely waiting on that. Tank looks to kind of be limping a little bit. Of course, I kept saying left side in the first half. I think they've focused on the left side, so
Bring up third and left.
can't go left. As in the movie, anybody? Well, there's nobody here listening. Oh, well, there's a movie. If you know it and you're listening out there, I'll throw you a trivia question. What movie was famous for saying one guy said left side, the other guy said right side? I'm going to answer it for you. Sam takes the handoff, fakes the handoff, and a nice spiral down the field intended for Kevin Wicks, but that's going to fall incomplete, which is going to bring up fourth down. Kind of like Tom Brady and got confused. We watched that game last night. That was Remember the Titans. Two main characters were, yelling right side, left side. If you haven't seen that movie, JTB. We've talked about some music and some songs earlier, but if you haven't seen that movie, have you seen that movie? Okay, all right. Soto takes the snap. He kicks it, gets it off. Nice punt to the corner, and that ball's going to take a Wildcat bounce and going to go out of bounds at about the 11-yard line of the Wolverines, where they'll take over after that really nice punt. Honestly, just seeing Michael game by game, it's a great thing to see that fantastic young man, Michael Soto, senior. He dedicates himself, folks. He's really working on his craft of kicking, and just seeing him grow and grow. And personally, I have a lot of confidence in the young man in a lot of aspects, and he's definitely doing great on this football field. So Hills and Engler will take over. Fields is to his right, and Engler's in the shotgun, man in motion. And we get a nice handoff, and we get a stood up in the backfield.
Galloway, the ball carrier, stops
And
in the backfield.
let's
Number
see.
51, Kyle Wade.
Oh, Ty Whalen, I guess he must change jerseys because I do not have 51 on my roster. So, Mr. Whalen, nice tackle for a loss there of about, I'm going to call it 4. So we're going to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Wolverines. And Engler is in the shotgun with Fields to his left, and he rolls out looking to pass. And he's being chased, and he has nowhere to go, and he's running around. We see a flag. That's probably going to be a hold, and ball flutters out of bounds. And we'll see what Mr. Stripes has to say about this particular play. And looks like a block in the back, and he's asking Coach Wright if he wants to deny. We want to deny that, I would think. And holding on the offense there. And, honestly, at that point, you're running around, and it felt like an eternity, I'm sure, for Engler. But that time off the clock kept ticking, and he didn't have anywhere to go. So somebody was going to get called for holding eventually, which is the old saying goes, there's probably a hold on every play. So it's a little bit more obvious when it's like that. So it's going to bring up 3rd and a long way there for the Wolverines. And not sure what's going on out there. Pointing at somebody. Not sure if somebody's bleeding or what's going on. One of the Wolverines got his arm out. Maybe I just dreamed this, but I didn't think they were that far back. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, that's what it is. It was 2nd and about 13-14, and they had us in the chain gang moved them. I still don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on half the time, but I definitely don't know what's going on with this one. So that's 3rd and really long, and that didn't make any sense. Don't have any replay to go back, but here we go. Engler is once again the shotgun. Fields is to his right. Receivers 2 on each side, and we're going to bum rush him and going to get him for a safety.
And we have a safety.
Wailing in, straight up the middle. That was a great call. Yes, sir. Big old chest bump between Coach Mings and Ty. That was fantastic. I mean, if you're working on a play, you're working on something, I mean, before he snapped the ball, folks, Waylon takes off on the best sprint he can do and just bum rushes his way back into the end zone where he takes down Engler for a safety. I like to give that a woo! Fantastic. So here we go. 9:08 to go in the third quarter. And we're going to see
Back deep for the Wildcats. Kevin Wicks, Blake Cole, and
a
Tank
kick here for the Wolverines. I don't think it's like the NFL where they, basically punt the ball, but get to put it on a tee, I think. That's my lack of knowledge of rules differences. And cheerleaders are down here now. They got to do 16 push-ups as the Wildcats are now up 16-7 with that safety. And the Wildcats are not getting back deep. They're kind of bunched together, and he does actually kick it in the air. And that's out of bounds. And we got a flag. And that's actually at about the 44-yard line of the Wolverines. And, a lot of times in life, it's the small things that count up. And in football, it's the small things. And a lot of people don't put a lot of, credence into, the special teams and particularly the kicking game. But, wow, for the Wolverines, that's advantage Wildcats. So move the ball up forward there. Maybe a 5-yard penalty there for kicking it out of bounds. And that's going to bring us all the way down to about the 39-yard line of the Wolverines, where Royalty takes the snap and Tank runs right up the middle. And he's still churning. And a nice gain there. Looks like Fields in on the tackle there for the Wolverines. So second and we're going to say second and 4. We'll give him 6 yards on that carry. Got something going on with the scoreboard, folks. So I'm trying. Usually the guy's fixing it up there, and the score's right, the timeouts are right, but the ball position hasn't been. So flying solo, a little difficult. Sam takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and he's falls forward and going to be, I think, just maybe a little bit short of the first down. And, of course, last time we got stood up on the left side, and they made that adjustment on the left, and they're trying the right side. So third down and a yard to go, 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats up 16-7. And if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say number 7's going to get the handoff here. So we'll see what happens. And here we go. Royalty once again in the shotgun. Tank to his left, and Royalty's going to keep it, and he's going to be smacked down for a loss. And is that a fumble?
Royalty on the keeper.
Nope. He held on to it. Number 18 got overexcited there for that. That's Jeffrey Parker, senior for the Wolverines. And knocked us back for about a 2.5, 3 yard loss. So that's going to bring up fourth down and a long 3 from the Wolverine 31-yard line. It's great to see number 6 on your jersey on the sideline, number 1 in your heart, McKinley Painter there on the sidelines, always cheering on the Wildcats. Big part of our football team. Sam takes the snap, and there's the toss, and he's picked off by Britt, number 2 That's their 9th interception of the year, and Britt's taking it back, and he gets dragged down by Tank Bates. And honestly, didn't hurt us much because they only get maybe a yard or two more than we were at our line of scrimmage. So they'll take over there on the interception for Royalty. Not sure at throwing into double, triple coverage there didn't help things much. Always got the family support here. Wife's back with us. She helped last game, Monica. We won't hold her against her being a Fayette County teacher or anything. So Engler's in the shotgun. He's looking to pass, but he chases out to the left side, and he's going to pick up about 12, 13 yards there for the Wolverines. You know, I don't think that didn't really look like an intended quarterback keep, but ended up being that. And I think she's telling me it's cold outside. So thanks for the hand reminder on my knee there. Appreciate that. It's kind of warm in here, JTB. Not a lot. I mean, we got this little window, so we'll see how it goes. So 1st and 10 from the Wolverine 45. Engler is in the shotgun and looking to pass again, and he's going to keep it and get around the left side for another nice gainer. And he's driven out of bounds by maybe looks like Hardy was over there, and Scriber right in on the tackle. So we're going to have 2nd down. And a short 4. 6:16 to go in the 3rd. Big play here, folks. Need to stifle this drive. Engler in the shotgun. One man, the lone back behind him. And fakes the handoff, and he keeps it himself up the middle for a nice gain and a 1st down. And we see a flag come in, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. See if I see anything on the delay here. Yep, that's probably going to be on the Wolverines' personal foul because one of their guys took a shot there on Colin Fennell. Yeah. And I believe we've seen a dead ball personal foul against the offense. Yeah. Looks like number 18 for them, Jeffrey Parker. The play was over, and, I mean, he just took a free shot at Colin, and just one of those things that makes coaches very unhappy. I'm not sure why the chains were moved in that manner. I mean, now we got 1st and 10. I would have thought that was dead ball, but maybe it wasn't. So here we go. Man in motion is Britt. He takes the handoff around his right side, and he gets dragged down from behind by Blake Cole. It's like a flag on the play. Typically right at the offensive line. I don't know if that was a hold, and maybe on number 56 for them, Taylor Childers Jr. for the So gonna back him up where? Way back. So gonna bring up 2nd and should be 2nd and 20. Excuse me, 1st and 20. Replay that down. So this is kind of, I was talking about just a minute ago, we kind of needed a stop. We need to stifle their momentum, and they've had a couple of self-destruction plays here for the Wolverines. I'm sure Coach Miller's not happy about that. So we'll see what the Wildcats can do. As Engler is in the shotgun, he takes the snap and he rolls to his left, and he's hit as he throws by Hardy. And that's incomplete. And I don't know who it was intended for, but
Waylon and Fidel on the coverage.
maybe Jeffrey Parker out there.
It'll be second and long.
So we got another long down. And I don't see straight, but that is more than 10 yards. So I don't know what's going on with the chain gang and measurements, but we'll take it. So here we go. Engler looking for the play. He's in the shotgun once again. Got one receiver right, trips left, and Fields just beside him. And he takes the snap and rolls out, and he throws it down the middle, and that is knocked away by number 12 for the Wildcats. That's by Colin Fennell. Dad's on the PA, so a little extra spice of pride in that one. That was a great play by Colin. Coming across the middle there and did the Matumbo, not on my watch. So we got a third down and a long way. I'm going to call it third and, it's about third and 23. So here we go. Engler is in the shotgun. He's looking to pass again. He just flings it up, and that's going to be caught by the Wolverines, but brought down by Blake Nation immediately. The catch was McGahee. And fourth down for the Wolverines. And I'm not going to be surprised at this point to see them go for it, as when they kick or punt, that's not really benefiting them much. So we'll see what happens here. So they picked up about 13, 14 yards on that. And that's going to bring up fourth and a smidge more than 10. And maybe he is punting. Yep, he is punting. So we got a punt, and that's a little bit better one, but takes a bounce off of one of the Wolverines where to be blown dead, and the Wildcats would take over on their own 35. We're going to just take about a 30-second break. We'll be right back. All right, here we go, and we immediately take the ball, and that looks like it's going to be a false. No, we're going to have a timeout.
I'm sorry, no, we have a timeout.
So we got a timeout, Wolverines. And I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if they didn't have enough men on the field. That was a really quick. We tried to get back from our break, and it was just kind of a boom, boom, go. And as soon as we come back, even PA is saying false start, we thought, but that was not. That was a timeout by the Wolverines, and 4:29 to go here in the third quarter. We'll just keep it right here because it looks like everybody's coming back on the field. We'll get everything rolling here in just a moment.
Please wear your mask.
We got a mask reminder by the PA, and that's very important because
Thank you very much.
we don't set the rules, but we are asked to enforce them, and appreciate everybody around the field and in the stands complying with those restrictions, just hoping for the ability to keep playing and everyone keeps safe and well, and just do your part. So here we go. Royalty's in the shotgun, and he hands it off to Tank kind of straight up the middle, and he's going to be met by a gang of Wolverines and maybe a short gain. Not much. We're just going to bring up second down
1 yard, bring up second and 9.
So beautiful night here once again. Enjoying being with you. Appreciate everyone out there that's watching the game. Honestly, it's a blessing to be able to do so. Shout out to Cam the intern again. Been a blessing to have Cam with us. And, of course, JTB, Mr. John Tanner Blevins. Glad to have him making all this happen. So Royalty hands it off to Tank Bates, who gets through a hole and Tank's at the 50 and inside and down into Wolverine territory for another big gain. And I tell you what, he is fighting off defender after defender. It's not, I mean, he's got good hole to run through, but, I mean, there is a ton of effort on the part of this young man. And maybe that's attributed to the past couple of weeks a little bit. Very frustrating couple of weeks. We had a couple of powerful wins, and then we had a couple of tough losses, and trying to get this win over a district opponent tonight is very important. So maybe a little bit of extra moxie. So Sam's going to keep it around the left side, and he's rolling and going to be knocked out of bounds and into the bench. And we'll see if he's okay. McKinley's on the sideline. I know McKinley and Sam are big buddies, and McKinley kind of helps him up there. That was good to see. Good sportsmanship by his teammate, McKinley Painter. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. And, Sam's long. I tell you what, he's got some long legs and just a powerful player. Great arm, great kid, great parents, just the whole package for that young man. And not sure what we got going on here. Got a little bit of discussion.
Yeah. Second down.
Yeah, okay. They were arguing the down here. I don't know if PA said different or what, but 2nd down and 7. Sam takes it and hands it right off to Trenton, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards. We're just going to bring up 3rd down and 5 from the Wolverine. We're going to call it 44-yard line. 2:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Cheerleaders cheering hard, of course. Here we go. Sam in the shotgun takes the snap, looking to pass. Oh, had it. And if Kevin had just cut up field there on that pass, I believe we would have seen a potential 6. But just off the fingertips. And we're not going to punt. That's a negatory. So we're going to go for it. 4th down from the Wolverine 43, 44-yard line here in the 3rd quarter, ticking down to almost 2 minutes. Rotating the shotgun. Not sure if we're looking to draw them off sides or... I think we're playing a little bit of a cat and mouse there, and going to call a little timeout for the Wildcats. So it was just trying to see if we could pick up a free 5, but that didn't happen. So we're going to take a timeout while they take a timeout. So here we go. We got a fake up the middle, and the Wildcats are going to pick up a 1st down, I do believe. That looked good. And we got a flag on the play. We got an illegal shift on the Wildcats. Got a little bit of technical difficulty here as my earpiece fell off. Well, just the soft part here of the ear. It's kind of hard without it. I'll make do until we get a break. That was a great sneak there, but didn't work. We got a young man down on the field here for the Wolverines, and he's being helped up. And that's number 18 for the Wolverines, Jeffrey Parker. So we're going to take a quick break, bring it right back. All right. Got a little bit of excitement as my foam part of my headset decided it would pop off. But Wildcats were penalized, and Soto's going to kick. And nice kick by Michael. Going to bounce and hit right in the Wolverines' hands. He was going to let it go, but he's been running around the left side, running a long way for a little bit of yardage, but great, nice recovery there. Return for Jaden Youngblood. I don't think he actually meant to catch that ball and at all, but he was just watching it, and all of a sudden it took the right bounce and went right into his arms, and he took off. And I'm telling you what, if he hadn't have, I think what we would have seen is a nice down, maybe inside the 10-yard line, because that was another beautiful kick by Michael Soto. So Wolverines take over. About the 33 or 4, looks 34-yard line. $1:54 to go. Lots happened in a few seconds. Engler is in the shotgun. Looks like Fields is behind him. Trips right. One receiver to the left. Takes the snap and fakes. Almost gets knocked down, but turns nothing into something. As Blake Nation had him, instead of Blake just running through him, he tried to disrupt the pass, and when he jumped, he went around him. So actually no gain, but no gain for them is better than quite a few yards lost there. So see how we line things up again. Engler waits for sideline. And he, man in motion, that's Brett, but he's got a man down the middle, and it is intercepted by Blake Nation. And we got a flag on the play because I do believe that might potentially be a personal foul there on the Wolverines. As we went to tackle him, looked like Jeffrey Parker gave Blake a little extra action there on his helmet. So we'll see if I saw the same thing, and it looks like Jackson's pointing it that way, which is our way. So we're waiting on the man in the stripes to give us the info. And we got a personal foul against, to the head, yep. That's the correct
Having a personal
call
foul
there
on the Wolverines.
on the play. I just look kind of vicious, but we'll see. No. It's like Blake might be in kind of brought over to the sideline there, and he got smacked right in the helmet. So our training staff is giving him a once-over look. Hope he's okay.
So Wildcats will start first and 10.
So Wildcats take over here. First 10 after that interception by Nation, and Royalty once again is in the shotgun, and he looks to pass, and he's back, and he's throwing it deep. And, oh, what a great throw. Incomplete. Man, Cole had it right in his hand. Blake Cole, I mean, it was in the breadbasket. He just didn't bring it in. I mean, he was turned around immediately and looked at the stripes and saying that he had him. I think actually he had his left hand on his right shoulder there. Great. I mean, wow. That was textbook toss and catch there. Just didn't complete the catch. So second down here and 10 for the Wildcats from the Wolverine 25. And Tank takes the handoff right up the middle, and he's chugging through.
Tank baits up the middle.
And he gets a nice little gain. Tackled by a few. Looks like a few Wolverines there because, as usual, it takes usually more than one guy to bring Tank down. So we're going to bring up third, and we're going to call it a long 5.
About third and 5.
1:02 to go. Ticking down here inside of a minute and third quarter now. And Royalty in the shotgun. And he waits for the snap. And he takes it. He's looking to pass. He's rolling out. Nowhere to go, nowhere to throw. And he throws it up and over the head of Cole again as he's covered by 2 Wolverines on that attempt. I mean, he had all day on that. Great job by the offensive line. Just honestly a pretty good throw. Just a little bit off target. Shout out to AD Coach Dill tonight, making things happen. Appreciate him. Looks like he's going down and checking on Blake Nation, seeing if he's okay. Looks like he may be in the protocol there. And Sam looks to pass on fourth down, and he gets drugged down, and I'm thinking on that, looks like an unplanned keeper maybe. Looks like it may have turned it over on downs there on that fourth down attempt. And the Wolverines look to be celebrating. And that is the case as they take over on downs at around their own.
And turnover on downs will be first and 10 Western Hills.
Own 20. Maybe. It's caught their own 16. I'm sorry. I'm a social studies teacher by heart, so math wasn't my forte. I'll send that out. Shout out to the math department. They keep me straight. So here we go. Wolverines got the ball with 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. Engler once again shotgun. Man in motion is Britt, and he's takes the handoff and is immediately stopped.
Britt, the ball carrier.
Looks like
Stopped
Big
by number
Beverly.
3, Josh Beverly.
Big Josh Beverly in on the tackle for a nice loss. Loss of about 4 or 5 on that play. And that's going to bring up the end of the third quarter. So, folks, we got 12 more to go. That's 12 more minutes in the fourth quarter. Wildcats up 16-7. We'll be right back. All right, folks, fourth quarter here. Wildcats up 16-7.
We'll start the fourth quarter. Western Hills will start second and about 14.
Western Hills
12.
got second and a long 14 to go, and Engler once again is in the shotgun, and he drops the ball on the ground and makes his way out around the right side where he's going to be dragged down
Engler on the keeper.
by
Brought down in the backfield by number 23, Kyle Gillingham.
Gillingham there. Couldn't see his number. Good job, Kyle. Kyle's been on some big plays tonight.
I'll bring up third and long.
So here we go. It's going to bring up third down and even more to go, as that was a tackle for a loss. And we're going to call it 16 yards, excuse me. And Engler is in the shotgun. He looks, drops back to pass, and he's going to take off around the right side, and he's got a little bit of room, but nice open field tackle there by Lamones.
Number 17, Seabass Lamones.
Sebastian Seabass Lamones. Great kid. Had the pleasure of seeing him a couple times lately, asking him how he's doing. Of course, you know, young man's a senior now. It's hard to believe. So proud of him, and keeping up the Wildcat tradition from his family. So punt formation here for the Wolverines. And like Cole may be back deep, and there's the punt. And he's not even going to get close to him, and that takes a Wolverine bounce and goes out about the 50-yard line, where the Wildcats will take over at 1st and 10 with 10:22 to go in the game. Wildcats up 16-7. It's again a beautiful night. Happy to be out here bringing this game to you. Very proud. Shout out once again to Cam the intern and my man JTB. Once again, we start school on Monday. I know I mentioned that a few times tonight. Really excited to have kids coming, and really proud of all the people in our district, particularly all of our custodial staff, and they do such a great job with things, and just appreciate them. So Royalty hands it off to Tank Bates on the left side. Tank's fighting his way down and picks up about 7 yards.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, you know, we have a great the high school has a great team, and I'm really happy to have this team of Larry and Becky and Beth and Bobby and, of course, Matt. Just really proud of what they do, and it's an honor to work with them on a daily basis and feel assured that our building will be clean during this pandemic. So here we go, Royalty in the shotgun once again, and he looks to pass, and he drops out, throws it out, and it's almost picked off. Just barely out of the reach there of Gage Hill. That pass was intended for Nolan Mays. It's going to bring up should be third down and a long 3 yards for the Wildcats, and I feel pretty good about this maybe being 4 down territory. It's not going to surprise me, even though we have a great punter. So we'll see. You know, clock's ticking down. We'll see how it plays out. But I'm hoping we're going to pick up this first down. So Sam is flanked by Hardy and Bates, and Bates takes it up the middle. And once again, like I just said, first down there for Tank, and he's going to be dragged down at the 35-yard line for a nice gain and a first down, Wildcats.
Tackled by McGahee, and that gain is good for another Henry County.
Yeah, just when you think they might have a little opportunity to stifle us, and doesn't happen. Tank Bates, ladies and gentlemen, and Royalty in the shotgun, and he hands it off to Hardy, and he stood up right just behind the line of scrimmage.
Hardy ball carrier, stopped by Franklin.
So that's going to bring up second, and we're going to call it 10, 11, 12. There we go. And I finally moved the marker. Just inside of 9 minutes. Let's see, excuse me, 8:52 to go, and Sam drops back to pass. Nowhere to go, so he tucks it down, holds on to it, and gets close to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle by Fields.
That's going to bring down 3rd and long, and we've decided we're going to try to throw the ball. So I do appreciate the fact that we didn't have anything there, and it looks like Sam wisely decided to just take off forward and got about 1.5 yards back. It's going to be about 3rd and 11 from just outside the 35-yard line of the Wolverines for the Wildcats. And here we go. And yeah, it was a pass, but immediately in the backfield was Alan Schultz, their senior for the Wolverines, and yeah, we're gonna punt this one. That doesn't surprise me, being 4th down and 11. Let's see if Michael's doing a head count. Let's see if Michael can work his magic and kind of back them up. Of course, back to receive for the Wolverines is number 20, Jaden Youngblood, sophomore for Hills. And there's a low kick, and Michael gets it off and gets run into. A nice kick and a nice bounce for the Wildcats, and Youngblood picks it up and gets a little bit of yardage back, and we got a flag thrown. Not sure why or what, but we're going to see. Watching the tape delay here, and just somebody had to say something. That's all that I can, all that I know. Not sure exactly.
There is another flag.
We got 2 flags. Maybe we got offsetting penalties. Got a personal foul on the Wildcats.
Personal foul against the Wildcats.
And yeah, I do believe something was said there on the sidelines after that play. I didn't see. I could have missed it. I didn't see anything physical necessarily, but I definitely, you could almost sense that there were being some things said that shouldn't be. So we need to just hold it together here and get through the next 7:55 to go, as that's what's left in this ball game. Wildcats up 16 to 7. So we're a little bit about a reach for just one score, but they're going to have to score twice on us if they want to get back in this game. So they're going to take over. That's the Wolverines of Western Hills. Just down the road here, next county over, Franklin County, if you didn't know where that was at. Go by. They're kind of known for their gymnasium. We're known for ours, but they're known for theirs because they got kind of like a dome. It's beautiful inside. It's a wood dome, and it's a spectacular look. And Wolverines' famous basketball player, his name might be Dr. Jim Masters. So good friend of mine, former Wolverine graduate back in the late 80s. So Engler takes a handoff, and quarterback keeper right up the middle for 9 yards.
Engler on the keeper. Tackle by number 23, Kyle Gilligan.
It was a nice gain there by Engler. Just took it and took off.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 1.
So 2nd and short here at the Wolverine 48-yard line, where Engler is in the shotgun. Looks like Fields is behind him. And Engler passes it, and that is complete to number 38 there, Perrin Witt.
Tackle by Kevin Wicks.
Nice tackle there by Kevin Wicks. Chains removed. Now we're down in Wildcat territory. Clicking ever so closer to 7 minutes to go in this ball game. 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 46. Engler looks over. In the backfield with him is Gabe Goodpaster. It's a big freshman. Engler is in the shotgun. He's waiting for the snap. And he takes it, and he's looking to pass. And he's got a man wide open down the middle. And once again, number 38, Perrin Witt, senior, And they're just lighting us up down the middle. You can almost see it coming. So unhappy coaching staff. Coach Ming's unhappy. So we're going to have a timeout. Wildcats, 6:39 to go in the ball game. Wildcats up 16-7. We'll be right back. All right, as you can see, folks, we got 6:39 to go here in the ball game. 16-7 Wildcats. And 1st and 10 here for the Wolverines. Deep in Wildcat territory. Man in motion. And Engler back to pass, and he's got a man wide open once again, and that's number 38, Perrin Witt. And he was open, but he was overthrown. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. For, let's see, the Wildcat 25-yard line. And I'm telling you, I hear same thing from the sideline. You know, I don't think they're going to resolve to run. I think they're resolving to pass. So Engler, as soon as I say that, Britt takes it, and he's waylaid by Whalen.
Ball carrier brought down in the backfield by number 51, Ty Whalen.
And Big Ty that wasn't fooling anybody. I mean, I think Ty was in the backfield before Britt even got the handoff. So fantastic play there by Ty. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Wolverines. That's a loss of about 3 yards. So 3rd and 13. Engler once again in the shotgun with Fields behind him. 2 receivers both ways. And we got a big push up the middle, but we got a perfect pass thrown by Engler. And that's caught by number 21 there. And that is Dylan McGay. And that's going to be a 1st down. 5:43 to go. Tonight's struggle between 4th district opponents. Both looking for a good district win here tonight. Engler in the shotgun, looking to pass again, and he does, and he has a completion. Once again, to number 38, Perrin Witt. I tell you what, coming into this game, I go back and look at my stats. Engler, I do believe, is 1 for 17 for 14 yards. Not tonight, padding those stats. And he's back, and there's a pass, and there's nobody home. And I believe we might have had a little bit of what we're going to call interference there in the Wildcats as number 20 for them.
Pass interference for the Wildcats.
Was Jaden Youngblood was kind of running over the middle, and it looks like we kind of got in his way. It looks like Sebastian Lamones maybe impeded his path. So it's going to move them even deeper into Wildcat territory. 4:48 to go in this ball game. And going to be 1st and goal from maybe the 3 or 4 yard line. I'm going to call it the 4. So here we go. Engler in the shotgun, man in motion, and he takes it right up the middle for a touchdown, Wolverines. Now that was a hole that I could have rolled through. That was a great job of blocking up front by the Wolverines. So that's 16-13. And I'm not sure if they're going to kick or kind of deciding on a formation here. And it looks like Engler's staying in the ball game. And we're going to go for 2, which honestly surprises me unless they don't have a guy that can kick a extra point, but they did at the beginning of the game. So, I mean, only being down 3, that just surprises me. But I guess on the road you go for the 2 points, and then if you somehow get back down and kick a field goal, that's a win versus missing the point after attempt. So we got spread formation here for the Wolverines, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of time coming off the clock here, off the play clock. So Fields comes in late, and Engler's in the shotgun, and he's looking to pass, and he does, and overthrown there. A couple of Wolverines there, potentially Britt, and number 18 there, Parker. Looks like Kevin Wicks in on the play. So 4:44 to go in the ball game. Wildcats up 16-13. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we got 4:44 to go in this battle tonight between the Wolverines and your Wildcats. And they're set to kick off as they're down 3, 16-13 Wildcat lead. Man comes on late. Not going to be surprised to see like a little squitter kick, and we do. And we fall on it and fumble it, and Wolverine football.
That kick was recovered by Weston Hill.
Yeah, that's a tough play. I mean, we just came and hit our man right there, and didn't work out. So I'm sure we're a bit gassed, but we'll see if we can stifle this comeback by the Wolverines. It's not what we wanted to see. I tell you what, they've pretty much done that all night, and I think that's kind of their plan, is somebody's not going to, field that ball well. So here we go. Engler in the shotgun, 4:40 to go in the ball game. Wolverines already in Wildcat territory. Britt takes the handoff. He's going to be almost dragged down, but he's going to be gang tackled. Looks like big Albert Morse ended up coming in and getting him down there. No, I think I called. No, excuse me. I think maybe Nolan Mays and Josh Beverly in on the tackle. I saw the 3 and called Albert's name. So nice tackle. Nice breakthrough there by the Wildcats. Big loss, about 6 yards. Going to bring up second and about 16 from the Wildcat 47. And Engler once again is in the shotgun, and he, of course, is going to look to throw. And he does so, and overthrown. And that was close to a hold there. I mean, I'm telling you what, Josh Beverly was fighting his way through, and his pads were up and a-turning. So You know,
Now bring up third down.
surprised that wasn't a hold, but I'm not the guy with the whistle. So here we go, third down and long, 16 for the Wolverines. We'll see what Coach Miller has drawn up for the Wildcats. And fans are making noise, cheerleaders are making noise. Big play right here. Engler takes a snap, rolls out to his right. He's looking, and overthrown. Intended receiver there was Gage Hill. 3:46 to go. I'm not going to be surprised if they don't go for it. You know, at this point, they really don't have a great punt game, but we'll see. Got to kind of get them back on their heels. You know, what was great about that is, you know, Engler rolled out, and he didn't really have anybody where they were pretty covered, and you know, for a high school quarterback, that's kind of a tough pass. So really kind of surprised they have him roll out as much as he does. But here we go. Engler in the shotgun, trips right one receiver to his left and Fields beside him. Wildcats show blitz, don't back off all day, and he's going to tuck it and run, and he should be drugged down by the Wildcats. Number 14 there, Kevin Wicks on the tackle.
Number 14, Kevin Wicks.
I tell you what, Engler was, my heart was beating hard there, JTB. My heart was beating hard because that was, he was looking at that first down marker but came up about 3 yards short. That's good for the Wildcats as they take over on downs. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. 3:35 to go once again in this ball game. We'll see if we can. Got to think we're going to see a heavy dose of Tank. So here we go. Sam hands it off to Tank on the right side. He's running. He gets his way up to about the Wildcat 49-yard line, where we're going to move the sticks for another first down Wildcats. That was a great job up front, guys. I mean, big Albert Morris, number 73, leading the way on that big block. So here we go, folks. I mean, of course, this is crunch time with the clock ticking down to about 3 minutes to go. 3:08 exactly. The Wildcats kind of letting a little clock run here. 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Sam just casually waiting. And official makes a motion. Handoff there to Tank Bates around the left side, and he's going to be gang tackle, pushing the pile forward. Holy smokes. Jackson Scriber along with Josh Beverly not letting Tank go to the ground, just pushing forward the pile. And clock's a-rolling down to 2.5 minutes. 2nd and 1 as Tank picks up another 9 yards there.
And that'll be 2nd and short.
Casually coming out. Of course, we don't have a clock here. That times in between downs. So Sam looks at the official when he raises his hand. They know it's time to snap the ball. So he does, and a handoff there, and we're stood up at the line of scrimmage as Hardy takes the handoff, and we're going to get a timeout by, I'm assuming, the Wolverines, because we got 1:53 to go in this ball game. We're going to step away. We'll be right back. All right, we got 3rd and short here for the Wildcats. And Rosie's in the drew him off sides. And Tank takes the handoff around the left side. He's got plenty of room. Picks up the first down. He's rumbling down. And Wolverines are pointing one way. We're pointing the other.
Covered by the Wildcats.
And I guess Tank must have put that on the ground. But I'm not sure. Couldn't see. And I think we're happy and they're sad. So
with that, another
Henry County first down. Yeah, I wasn't over there. I mean, the guy that came out with the ball was a Wolverine, but I'm not sure we hadn't already put the ball, on the ground and gotten up. So we're safe. First down, 1:30 to go in this ball game. And honestly, folks, if we can just hold on to the ball, I think we might wrap this up. So ball protection is key. And we're waiting for the back judge there to raise his hand, and he does. And we take the ball, and Tank takes it up the middle. And we push the pile forward, and it looks like Tank's going to get a yard or two, which is great because we're now down to a minute. And I'm not sure why the Wolverines aren't using their timeouts, but they're not. I see 2. I'm not sure if that's correct. I don't have a statistician, so that's what the board says. 41 seconds to go as the clock keeps it ticking. Wildcats obviously methodical to break the huddle. We'll take as much time off the clock as we possibly can. And here we go. Bates takes the handoff, and he is gang tackled for a loss. This is going to bring up 3rd down. And I don't think we have to run another play. Yeah? Yes, we do. We finally get a timeout, which I don't understand. I'm not sure what was going on that. I mean, they let additional time run off the clock. The Wolverines did. Only 3rd down. I don't know. I'm a little puzzled, JTB. But 9 seconds to go of the ball game. 16-13 Wildcats. Wolverines had 2 timeouts in their pocket and didn't use them. I'm a little, I don't know. Not sure, but, bonus us. So we appreciate it.
Give a nice hand to our cheerleaders, ladies and gentlemen.
So Wildcats are hopefully going to move to 3-2 on the season, pick up a big district win. And here we go, and Sam just takes a snap and takes a knee. And that should be the ball game. And we see a penalty fly. And I'm not sure why or what happened. I don't know if somebody said something. I hope not. I hope it wasn't us. But we have a personal foul. Oh, nope, it's on them.
A personal foul against Western Hills.
Yeah, I don't think anybody did anything other than somebody said something. So we should wind the clock through. And just wait for it to be official, and we roll the clock. And we're going to take a break. Wildcats win 16-13. We'll be right back in just a second. Well, folks, big win. Wildcats moved to 3-2 on this season, so pretty good spot here with a big district win over the Wolverines out of Western Hills in Franklin County. Proud of our guys, pick up a big 16-13 win, and honestly riding on the back of Tank Bates tonight. Just if I had to give a shout out to a player of the game, it would definitely be Tank, and he just trucks on through. Proud of the Wildcats and proud of everything that we represent on and off the field. Folks, that concludes our broadcast tonight. We appreciate you reaching out to us online, and we're happy that we're able to bring you this broadcast. It actually brings a lot of joy to us because, we're in COVID-19 and the fan situation in the stands is as much as we can pack in, so we appreciate you coming to us live. The Wildcats will be on the road next Friday as they travel over to Mercer County and for another big matchup there over near Harrodsburg. So we wish the Wildcats luck. We won't be with you as that's an away game and we're kind of restricted with who we can bring and go and do, but in the future hopefully we'll be able to bring you some more broadcast games. But that's it for us tonight. Once again, Wildcats 16, Western Hills 13. So for Cam the intern, JTB, I'm Shannon Sagasser. Good night, everybody.